So The Strangers Chapter 1 is the newest installment to the Strangers franchise. This is an attempt to relaunch the franchise that started back in 2008 with that sleeper hit, The Strangers. And this is supposed to be the first film of a trilogy with 2 other films coming out in the future. And let's just say after seeing this first chapter, was not all that impressed. With the way this film was promoted, I originally thought this was going to be a prequel. I mean, in the trailer itself, it says witness how the strangers became known as the Strangers. So right there, that says prequel. It is not. It has nothing to do with that first film whatsoever. So that message is a lie just to get you to the theater. Right then and there. Not a prequel at all. If I could sum this movie up in a few words, it's pretty much The Strangers, but it just happens in 2024 instead of 2008. The big difference here is that The Strangers was good and surprising. This one is just cheesy and you see everything coming from a mile away. The thing that The Strangers played heavily on and why it was such a great hit was because it played good on the anxiety and surprise of the home invasion situation. I mean, we didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, it just wanted to play that question, what would you do in this situation? And of course, you can't get that same kind of anxiety even in a sequel because we've seen it so many times and we know what these people's goals are. But, I mean, to try and bring it back like this, it was just not that great. Because it was pretty much the same Strangers movie, in my opinion. But, I mean, the way they were stalking them and playing with them, it didn't work out very well. Like the shower scene that we see in this trailer, and he's right up on her. It's just like, in my opinion, you can't see him, he's right there. I mean, at least at the moment in the first movie with Liv Tyler, he was like 10 feet away and then slowly getting closer. Just standing right up on her like that. No, that just seems unrealistic in my opinion. Another thing this movie has too much of are jump scares. I mean, I don't know what it is with these movies now having too many jump scares. It's just like, why? I mean, yeah, these jump scares would have worked fine if we didn't see them coming. And another thing, I mean, I'm just going into the stupid stuff right now, but I mean, there was one scene in here that I just have to talk about, but try not to go too depth into spoilers, where our protagonist here, the male protagonist, has asthma or something like that in this movie. They never actually explain what he has, but he has an inhaler, so I assumed asthma. But there's a moment where, he is hyperventilating and he needs, to slow his breathing down. And of course, he lost his inhaler. So what does he do? He grabs a plastic bottle and breathes into that. He needs to be as quiet as he possibly can. Do you think making this kind of noise is being quiet? No! That is so stupid! Why? In the first movie, the only thing I found bad about it was Liv Tyler. I never thought she was a good actor at all. But in this one, no one is a good actor. Everyone in here is bad. I mean, they make so many stupid decisions. I mean, this movie is 90 minutes long. Yet, after around the 30-minute mark, after the home invasion started, it makes you wonder to yourself, how are they still alive after making so many stupid decisions? I mean, the Strangers must have just been just as stupid because they were sloppy too. They were having too much fun playing around. But, I mean, God, none of this captured any realism whatsoever like the first one did. I mean, I'm trying not to go into spoilers here, but there's just so many scenes where they were so stupid. I mean, first of all, there's a moment on the porch where they find, the guy who owns the house dead, and of course his car's over there, and his keys are on the ground. People are trying to kill you, and you're having a moment here, emotional moment, just sitting on the stairs, not knowing that there are people trying to kill you. The keys are right there. Get the keys, get in the car, get out of there. What the fuck are you doing just sitting there? I mean, come on. Use your brain. That's why God gave it to you. And yet they just continue not to use their brains because, there's also a moment where, they're pulling the crash scene, crashing the car. And then after our actor is done being heroic, he decides to, then remember that he brought a shotgun in the car and then points it when the guy's gone. I highly doubt if anyone has a gun in their car, whether pistol, shotgun, rifle, that's not something they're going to forget if people try to kill you. At least in the first movie, when they found the gun, Scott Speedman bunkered down, loaded that thing, kept it pointed at the door. Smart. I don't know if this is just from the reason why this movie was bad was just because an unrealistic storyline or just from bad acting. I think it's a little bit of both here because the story is pretty much the same thing as the first movie, but the bad acting takes it to a new level. There were also moments when they were supposed to be getting emotional, like, sad or scared, but instead the emotion they show, they look like they're just trying to keep a straight face, and then they're, in any moment now, they're about to bust out laughing. I'm starting to think to myself, okay, now is the moment you can be scared. Like, what is going on? These people are about to kill you, and you look like you're about to laugh your ass off. Like, what is wrong with you? Sorry, but this relaunch only gets a C- on my end, and there's supposed to be 2 more chapters. I have to say, not really looking forward to them. Alright, well that just about wraps up this review on Strangers Chapter 1. If you guys have seen this movie, please comment here down below what your thoughts were on it. Also, if you like my other videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time, and remember, stay epic!